What is going on, my fish people? We're here with the 10-gallon tank. 10-gallon tank hasn't been doing well, and I haven't been really able to do what I have to do for this tank, seeing that I tested positive for corona. So we're here videoing. As you see, I have my beta fish right here. She's not been doing good ever since removing her out of the 5-gallon beta bowl. She's just been decreasing in health. I've been trying about everything in my power to keep her nice and healthy, treating her for multiple different things, seeing what I can do to benefit her. And one thing will clear up and get better, and then eventually something else happens. Now, I'm gonna walk you down the path of why she's been running through the issues that she has been running through. So we had her for a good 6 months with no problems inside of a 5-gallon beta bowl that was heavily planted, no filter, minimum lighting, water changes done weekly, the whole 9 yards with no issues. The tank started to get a lot of sunlight because it was near a window, which was causing algae problems, brown algae. So going through the process of cleaning that and making sure that that was all good, I end up adding a filter. Adding the filter created multiple issues for that tank, with pH problems, ammonia problems, everything. The filter just caused a lot of issues for the 5-gallon bowl. To eventually me just saying, okay, the 5-gallon bowl is not working. Let's add her into a 5-gallon fish tank. With that happening, there was another beta in this tank. She passed. I don't know what she passed of. She showed no signs of sickness, and the water perimeters all checked out perfectly. So I got a filter, a new filter for my beta bowl, because I was going through changes and trying to figure out what was the issues and why I was getting brown algae and things like that. Did a whole rescape in that tank where we added new substrate and everything else. So with adding the new filter and figuring out the problems and building, the filter that I added, which is this one here, was too powerful for the bowl. She ended up using it for cover since there was no plants and nothing in it yet going through the scape. Down at the bottom, there's like little vents. She got sucked up by that, I guess, some period at time at nighttime as I spent the night at my girlfriend's, damaging her eye. I didn't know that at the time. That's what I'm thinking. So when I get home, her eye is somewhat swollen. I have no beta fish in this tank here and no other fish, not even the neons. I put her in this tank. She showed signs of recovery, but the eye was getting more swollen, causing me to think it was pop-eyed. So I treated the tank for that, seeing that that wasn't really helping and me starting to figure out the cause of the root of the issue, which I think it was the filter. I then started treating her for fungus and damaged tissue and stuff like that. The eye healed perfectly. Now, if you look very closely underneath of her, she has some sort of white dot pussy type thing that's sticking out. She had that for a while, even inside of the beta bowl, but very small. Over time, it's growing bigger and bigger and bigger. Doing lots of research about it, getting different things, mainly pesticides like what is that called? I can't think of the name right now, but the same results kept popping up, which I don't think it was. Still to this day, not really figuring out what it is due to not being able to find what it actually looks like. So I've been treating her for different things and show signs of healing. The last 2 days, her signs of healing has stopped. She's been going up for a lot of air over and over and over again. So I added a bubbler in here. This filter is getting ready to remove. Seeing that I tested positive for corona, I cannot leave my house, which is leaving me doing ordering off of the internet, which is costing a lot of money and time and waiting for it to come. I just ordered a sponge filter and a hang arm back filter. Both of those will be getting placed in this tank, hopefully helping with air filtration and motion at the top of the tank, along with a bunch of other benefits. hopefully that will be enough to just hold her out for a longer period of time until I can find out how to treat her issue. If you guys have any ideas what that possibly could be hanging from her anal area and how can I treat it, let me know. See it right there? Thought it was due to being egg bound, but that's not the area. But that's the downfall of this tank. Water perimeter are doing fine. Our 1, 2, 3, 4 neon tetras have been doing fine. Our snails are growing at a dramatic pace. Our cory cats are fine, not showing any growth or anything like that. But with that said, is the only issue in this tank is our female beta. Even her lips have shown some sort of disform, which I can't tell what it's from. I don't know if it has something to do with her gene, because I never dealt with this within any of the betas I have been keeping since I was a kid. That's about it for this video. Just a little cap on what's going on with the 10-gallon tank, the beta, and the fish in it, and what I'm planning to do with it. I will be adding a hang-on back filter right over here, and a 10-gallon filter, sponge filter in this corner here. I'll be removing that rock there, maybe moving it up or in a different location, moving this plant, touching it up a little bit, but not too sure. Now, you're probably watching a video and saying the water looks cloudy, seeing that this stuff is hairs and the tank is dirty. That's not the case. On camera, it looks cloudy. In person, it's crystal clear. I can see directly through the tank without an issue. Now, this here is just dried up water from the filter. Pretty soon, I'm going to be buying one of the magnet sponges and just daily wiping. But other than that, it's just dried up water. Thank you for viewing. Leave a like, comment. Let me know what you think. What's going on, my fish people? We're looking at the 29-gallon long tank right now. This tank is an awesome fish tank. Plant life looks amazing. Just look at this. Look how healthy that is. New growth right there. Look at that. New growth. Over here, you're looking at new growth. Just some dried up water. I do daily cleanings on this. Well, I have been the last several weeks. Bunch of snails. Talked about him not looking so well, but he's actually been pulling through. Caught him eating and stuff like that, so I'm guessing he's alright. Just needs some more calcium in that shell. Have been adding calcium drops and things like that to the water. See how that works for them. This tank, filter wise and water balance, it's all fine. Don't have any issues at all. I haven't noticed any baby fry from our little silver friends over here. I have also noticed only 5 Serpate tetras. There's supposed to be 8 of them. They could be hiding amongst all of this and I just can't see. Or they can be in there, which they do like to go. I'm going to be on the lookout for that. Other than that, this tank has been fine. I had a water change yesterday along with the 10-gallon tank we just did a video about. Our 29-gallon tank, let's go look at that. Not doing well at all. Cloudy water issues. Can't get this cloudiness to go away. Tried multiple water changes. Homemade devices to clear it up. That worked for a while. Went back to this. We did not do a water change going on one whole week. I have to do one today. Haven't been able to do it because I haven't been home dealing with trying to move and all that stuff, and now finding out I have COVID is put a hold on everything. I can't exit my living quarters right here in my bedroom due to being with my mother and my sister and not wanting to pass it to them. So yeah, this whole virus thing has been putting a hold on the fish room and everything else, which is draining and tiring and everything else, along with all the other personal issues. But we're going to do a water change on this. The good news for this tank is I ordered a 20-gallon sponge filter. We're going to clean that one up, get it running back smoothly to get a bigger drip out of it. Sponge filter is probably going to go over in that corner far back. Using these to kind of somewhat cover it, and don't know yet. I might leave it out in the open or I might cover it, depending. We're going to get more plants for this tank, and I want to get the floating plants. I was going to get them. I was going to go pick them up from this guy, but seeing that it is a virus going around and I do have it, I didn't go get it. So this is what we're looking at for right now. I hate seeing my tank like this. Then we have the hermit crabs. This is the water that I use to wet their sponge. Hermit crabs are doing fine. They've been fine. No issues with them. They like to come out during the night time. Only seeing so much movement during the daytime is just to eat. That's the food. We gotta do another cleaning with the gravel really soon because their poop and food and stuff like that gets inside of there. So I got a little shovel, rig through there, get all that good stuff out of there. I'm still gonna upgrade this, but like I said, having the virus and everything else is going to slow down the process of the fish room. The 10-gallon tank was supposed to go to my girlfriend's house, and she was supposed to put her turtle in that with the fishes into her 10-gallon. The 5-gallon was supposed to come over here and house these, but that cannot happen now. We already did a video on this tank talking about the beta and her issues, the snails and the panda cories and the neons. But other than that, this tank has no other issues. Plants look great, nice and green, growing. Look at the roots. This is growing new growth and stuff like that. Tank does look good. It just needs a little bit more of a gravel vacuum, a little bit more cleaner. But it got its water changed yesterday along with this one. They're going to get another one in the next 2 to 3 days. Make it 2 water changes a week. Since I have to quarantine for 14 days, I'm going to be in this room for a really long time. So yeah.